Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and you can probably tell from my fingers I've been playing around with this very old lock, but this is a vintage Cisa, or could be Cisa, lock from Italy, actually sent to me from Greece by Isaac, and it's got 4 pins. You might be able to see where they assembled the lock or drilled the Bible through the body here. A 4-pin little Euro cylinder, very cute. And I was told that it has a little secret that you might think you've picked it, but it won't necessarily open. Let's have a pick of this lock, and we'll see what Isaac was talking about. So, this lock isn't a particularly hard pick. That isn't really the point of this. The point is that it's like a lot of Cisas. It's got some little spool pins in. Sort of pick pin 1, goes into a bit of a false set. You find your next pin, that's pin 2. You find your next pin which needs to be set, and oh, that's 3 actually, so this is 2, and we should have an open almost immediately. There we go. But look, the cam doesn't follow. See that? You turn the core, but the cam doesn't follow. If you didn't know that, then that would be the end. What you've got to do is, there's a very clever but a little bit old school mechanism at the back. See if I can turn the camera for you there. So I'll turn it to the camera. You go down the center and you should be able to feel a little bit of a spring, and then you push and then turn. See? That cam comes with. Once you've done that, then you can turn it all the way around and the cam will follow. So if you don't know that, you might think that you've picked this lock, and then you find that actually in reality you can't actually open the lock after you've done that. Why does it do that? Well, we'll have a little look. It's not too dissimilar from some of the more modern sprung mechanisms that you see on higher security locks. So let's have a go. Just pop some tension in. We'll pick one side. I don't have the key for this, which is a bit of a shame. So we're just going to have to pick the lock back and front, and hopefully we'll get an open. So pin 1, not pin 4, pin 3, pin 2, and we're open on that side. Take it out, turn it around. This side is, I think the interior side is a lot less worn. I think it's the same bitting. It does pick differently though, maybe because it hasn't been used as much. Pin 2, pin 1, and we are open that side too. Right, I mean, it's only 4 pins. And this side you do pick the cam up straight away. So it's interesting that there's 2 different sides of the lock. How do we gut this? Well, I've already taken off the circlips, which were those horrible sort of press-on-y type things. And the first thing we do is we'll move this side out of the way, like this. And hopefully we won't need to gut that side. I just need to move it out of the way, like that. And then I can push this side out of the way like this. And you should be able to see here, because this is the, yeah, should be able to see here that, yep, you've got these little prongs, and they are sort of fed into one side of the lock, and they're sprung. So you'll see that there is something I need to sort of move out of the way if I can get it out, which I can with a bit of wriggling. Now the reason why you can't open the lock is because if I put my pick in through here and press down the bottom, can you see something slides out? What I'm doing there is I'm literally pushing this little mechanism out of the way. So that's in the cam from the inside, and that's already engaged. What I need to do is actually push a similar one, which is in this side, out of the way from the bottom. So let's show that again. You see there? I need to push that out of the way, which will force its way into the cam from this side, like that, engaging with it and pushing this piece here out of the way. It's actually not sprung on this side, but I don't really see down. Oh, I got both of them now. I don't really see down here, but you've actually got some little springs. What I'll do is I'll follow this side out. It's a bit more interesting because of its springs. Only gut one side. There's no point in gutting both. They are pretty much the same. So I'll move this side out. Remember, this is the interior side. Oh, I just dumped some pins. Wasn't watching what I was doing. Don't worry. As long as we don't mess up the driver pins, we'll be all right. Follow this through. Oh. And I think we are there. Got it. Perfect. I think. Yes. So not sure which way around these pins were. It doesn't massively matter. One's shorter than the other, so I know that that is this one and that is this one because the way it picked. And what we'll see at the back of this is it's two little sprung prongs, which means that this side is constantly forcing its I guess actuator, would you call it, into the cam mechanism, and that is actively forcing this piece out of it. So you literally, once you pick that lock, this will be sat there unengaged in the back of here like this. And if you don't know that it exists, let's pop that in. Yeah, if you don't know that exists, you'll pick the lock like this. This won't push out into the cam to push this out of the way, because that's essentially what you're doing. That piece will come in and push that straight out of the way like that, so there is space for it to engage with the cam itself. It's a very cool little mechanism. Wow, it's a lot of graphite in this lock. Look at my fingers. Really, really great little lock. Absolutely brilliant. It's just interesting to see an old version of one of those cam mechanisms which stops you from opening the lock from both sides. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, leave a like or comment about this lock. Do leave a comment. I do read them all, reply to as many as I can. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.